Yeah, who played tonight? Yeah, I'm about to see who played tonight. I know. That's all I'm fucking trying to get. Damn, dog. That's how you feel?
That's how you feel. That's what you're saying, huh?
You motherfucker crazy. What's up, L Bug, man? You chill. I'll call him.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
Hate my dumb ass
today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Wilson Seahawks going up against Smith's Chiefs. So let's get you out to Kansas City.
Look at that.
We say hello to Brandon Godden.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
There are certain words that sometimes we overuse, but there's one that's really welcome on a player's resume, and that's the word breakout. And I thought Travis Kelsey was one of the breakout stars of 2016 in the NFL. What a season he had with Kansas City.
Over 1,100 yards. Now, to put that into perspective with everybody else that was catching the football for them, the next closest had 593 for the Chiefs. So, breakout year indeed.
And for me, it's how he did it, because he did it in a variety of ways. Whether he's an inline tight end, a guy who could split out and really become a wide receiver, and then when he
go,
Charles. He ran like he was
go, Charles.
Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it
Charles got
steady.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a guy who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and throw a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Smith now to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Golden State lost to Washington. Detroit beat Portland. Chicago.
To throw on second down is
He got hurt?
And he whips that one incomplete there. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
That was it. That was it.
Smith on third down.
I'll take that. I'll take the place, baby.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line. And
damn, Westbrook had a triple double. We got 43 points.
First down carry here for Charles.
Shit out
And he's going to be stopped.
Yo, he leveled this shit out of
7
him,
yards on the
dog.
pickup there, and it'll leave him
Let's
with
go,
a second and
Charles.
3.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Uh-oh, Charles, now you get to talk about your old spot, the secondary. Very key here in this one.
You have to cut me off because I'll talk about them all game long. Love to see those guys match up and challenge the best wide receivers. I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
See, shit like that made me go for it.
And look at this, they're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
That was good, too.
Here we go on fourth. Smith. And Conley's got it over the middle. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, 36 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line.
Conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. As some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A gain of 3, second down. The starters for the Seahawks of Seattle on the offensive side. Charles, they can use a big game from Thomas Rawls.
And they really loved what they got out of him last year because an undrafted player is not supposed to give you nearly 6 yards to carry in production, and that's exactly what he did. They need a big game out of him, and they expect it.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. On second down, here's Wilson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Derrick Johnson. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, a long drive. But not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down, here's Smith. Looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback.
Macklin got Macklin for the fucking ball.
He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
The whole side open.
Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
23 yards on the play.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up the second in just about a few inches here. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down.
Textbook defense, nowhere to go for the runner. They get there, they make the tackle, play over.
An extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Bad situation.
Here's Wilson. He's got Kurz. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Oh.
And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
First down, this is Rawls. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Justin Houston is truly one of the elite pass rushers in the league. Knows how to get to the quarterback with a variety of moves.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Wilson now off the bootleg. He hits Baldwin right side. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Oh, make that boy fumble.
In the red zone this time. On first down, Procise. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. But winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game. But when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Tyler Lockett was the target there.
The start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
So now at 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary. A nickel look. On 3rd down, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Charles, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
When you want to see your blocker,
lose a yard, and it brings up
the
3rd.
players is automatically
Yes, that's today's
dead.
NFL defensive tackle. Not just a space eater anymore. A guy with agility, movement skills, who can rush the passer and make plays in the offensive backfield.
And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. Kelsey out in the slot right. Throwing on third down, Smith.
Oh, that was a big.
A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Smith going to turn and give it to Charles. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing in the defensive end. Often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get a hook and let a running back get outside. Because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Oh.
From the gun on third down, Smith. And this is caught. Jeremy Maclin. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
The defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
After the main field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, well, they let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Baldwin coming off his first Pro Bowl appearance. He had career highs, Charles, in catches with 94, over 1,100 yards. That also a career high. Pretty good season for Doug Baldwin.
And I think the place that he really started to take off was midway through 2015. The connection between he and his quarterback, Russell Wilson, where they were playing more from the pocket, bigger plays downfield, and that just propelled him into 2016. That, and anything he perceives as a slight, he uses it to his advantage, and he just goes out and plays.
On second down, Rawls. And an alley to run. Muscles him off. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Doesn't matter who the runner is going to be each week. Defenses get ready to gang tackle. They want multiple people to the ball. They want to make sure they take the proper angles to the runner. Make sure there's no place for him to spin out and go what they call through the back door and get away from people. And they want plenty of guys there to hit him.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
Oh, man.
Third down now following the run. precise on the toss. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Another toss.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On is Hauschka now for the Seahawk field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way
Wow,
back
you the
out
only
on
one
the
up
field.
in your house?
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way
So who you
down
think Jamar
and try to
Chase
increase
gonna
your
go
lead in a
to?
big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2nd down following the run. Here's Smith. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. Because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Ataba Rubin makes the stop.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Wait, the whole phone.
For Tyreek Hill. How do you defend it? Because kickoff return, punt return, catching the ball, whether it's a receiver out of the backfield, and of course, you can run it with him too.
Well, let me give you some numbers from last year. To your point, 12 total touchdowns, 6 of them receiving, 3 rushing, and 3 in the return game. If
you're an offensive coordinator and you can't diagram plays for this guy, turn in your clipboard.
What'd you say?
2nd down following the incompletion.
They
come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Smith. Caught here by Conley. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Let's go, Stan, make some noise. Let's go, turn it up, baby. Turn it up.
That's perfect. That's good, dog.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they double their lead, pushing it up now to 12-6. Maybe an anxious moment or two when the ball was on its way, but he does find a way to curl it in.
Oh, yeah. That one definitely hugged the left upright, but he got it to go.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He's got time to escape, and he goes down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this in intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now Wilson on second down.
Pop it on me again. You just sack. Let's go.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
He couldn't fake it. Yeah, that's all it is. You shouldn't be in that fake. What? Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. On 2nd down, Wilson.
Let me get that.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
He's a
Picked off by the
kick,
free safety, Aaron Berry. Where they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, he's bad.
No one just goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 and simple situations, trying to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Back to throw, Smith. To the right side, it's Kelsey. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On 2nd down, Jamal Charles. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. And credit the tackle to Cliff Averill. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. And able to find Conley. Calling a gain of 10, and they pick up the first. The offense lining up 1st and 10.
That was a thing.
They come up in an offset eye.
There wasn't nobody back there.
Smith will hand it off here to Charles. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Well, there was no blitz. That was just a draw play that, to be frank, didn't fool anybody.
Did we hear the entire stadium screaming draw? They saw everybody was all over that play, and the defense won that battle.
You can't teach that. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree, Tope.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop right around the 25. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32 on down there. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Wilson going to give
he thought it was a game. I told you I was about to pop. He thought it was a game.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And that play was vintage Derek Johnson. Made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bulked-up inside linebacker with multiple Pro Bowls on his resume.
He's got curse. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. He's going to let this one go deep, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
I just had to try
that.
I know
experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because there's a drill that they use all the time that's called the gauntlet drill, where a receiver catches the ball and just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just got to catch it, drop it immediately, and keep moving. And sometimes that shows up on plays like this.
It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll try and get the running game going with Jamal Charles. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And there's your standard issue draw play. I like it a lot better when it's actually been set up.
Play fake for Charles. Now Smith. He's got time.
It's
incomplete.
You is a thug.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Kelsey out in the slot right. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith looking deep downfield.
My boy.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one.
Go back, good down. Yes.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Wilson. And Green's got it over the middle. We're back now in KC. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
How about the defensive linemen? That's where a good run defense begins, with the guys up front. When they hold the line, hold the point of attack, that allows everyone else to get there and make tackles.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. To the right side, it's Kelsey. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now 3rd down, less than a yard. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
Now Smith will turn and give this to his fullback, Sherman. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
To throw is Smith. And that's incomplete.
Yo, who is that not touching this with the ball?
And the offense looks to pick up the 1st here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Oh.
From the gun, here's Smith. And able to find Conley. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Conley, his 2nd touchdown.
Do your job, boy.
And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
And I found you out in
contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Here's Smith looking to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Lark at the return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
You got a plan? You put a fucking plan. I told you down and make that boy, son.
Football at the 35-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and felt there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Off the corner, where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game, no gain. That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down, And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
And the Seahawks looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They go play action here on 1st down.
It's coming
and down he goes. Derek Johnson in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. And you change the blocking scheme. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Third down, 15 yards still needed. Third and long, it's Wilson. And he's able to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And now here comes Kansas City. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And that is incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And now it's 2nd down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Kelsey out in the slot right. On 2nd and 10, Smith. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Another one thrown incomplete. They were trying to get it into Kelsey that time, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
You went out of bounds and came right back in.
He'll do that.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He's going to let it fly.
I can do this.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Nope.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And Graham's got it over the middle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On third down, Wilson. He's got Kurz. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And quickly, they get to the line. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find a soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
You got it.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws in the double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie. That was the nicest thing
he called me.
His throw is going to be incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to
got it.
He's going to go down. Back across midfield. He's sacked at the 46. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs are likely going to win the football game. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway. It seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle along the way. And you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen. You'll pick up the ball and score. And you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
Throwing now, Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they're able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
The veteran Jeremy Maclin was the intended target, and now it's 4th down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And look at this. It's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. All right, Charles. So you win the game. Not only do you get the W in the left-hand column, you get some momentum for the coming week.
Now when you go into the week and you're telling the guys what mistakes have to be corrected, what we have to do to win going forward, you have their full attention. They're excited, they're happy, and they know if they can build that momentum, they can ultimately achieve all their goals.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.